What if your entire spiritual identity is not defined by your ancestry, but by your choices in this very moment? These verses gently yet powerfully dismantle illusions of inherited righteousness and invite the soul into a deeply personal accountability before Allah. Verse 133. Or were you witnesses when death approached Jacob? The verse opens with a rhetorical question. Were you present? This is not merely historical inquiry. It is a subtle intellectual dismantling. The Quran challenges those who claim religious certainty based on inherited narratives. This question exposes the fragility of second-hand faith. No one present during the time of Prophet Yaqub, Jacob, can claim direct knowledge of his final testament. So how can one assert exclusive truth claims based solely on lineage? It awakens a realization. Faith is not a cultural inheritance. It is a conscious witnessing within the heart. When he said to his sons, "What will you worship after me?" At the threshold of death, Prophet Yaqub does not ask about wealth, status, or legacy. His concern is singular and profound. What will you worship? This reflects a foundational Islamic principle, Oneness of Allah, is the ultimate legacy of all prophets. Note the precision of the wording, not who will you follow, but what will you worship? Because worship defines the orientation of the soul. It is as if the verse whispers to the listener, at the end of your life, nothing will matter more than where your heart was directed. They said, we will worship your God and the God of your fathers. The response of the sons is immediate and unified. There is no hesitation, no ambiguity. Their answer affirms continuity, not blind imitation, but conscious alignment. They recognize that the God of Yaqub is not a tribal deity, but the same divine reality worshipped by earlier prophets. This reflects following with insight, not mere imitation. Abraham, Ismail, and Ishaq, one God. Here the lineage is mentioned, not as a source of pride, but as a chain of preserved truth. The names Abraham, Ismail, and Ishaq are invoked to emphasize a unified message across generations. There has always been only one God. Even though these prophets lived in different contexts, their call was identical. This eliminates any claim that truth evolved or fragmented. The heart begins to feel something here, a continuity, a light passed from soul to soul, and to him we are Muslims. This is the culmination of their response. We are Muslims, meaning those who submit. Importantly, Muslim here is not a label of later identity. It is a timeless state of surrender to Allah. Islam in its essence is not bound by time. It is the primordial religion of all prophets. This phrase carries a deep existential resonance. To be Muslim is not merely to belong, it is to surrender, inwardly and outwardly. Verse 134. That was a nation which has passed away. The next verse shifts the focus dramatically. After invoking the greatness of past prophets, the Qur'an immediately cuts through any tendency to romanticize ancestry. They have passed. This is a statement of reality. Even the greatest souls are no longer here. Their time has ended. It quietly removes the comfort of relying on others' righteousness. For them is what they earned, and for you is what you earn. This is one of the most psychologically powerful declarations in the Quran. Each soul is bound to its own deeds. No spiritual inheritance can substitute personal accountability. Scholars point out the precision they earned. Their actions were conscious, deliberate. You earn. Your present choices are being recorded in real time. It creates a subtle urgency in the heart. What am I earning right now? And you will not be asked about what they used to do. This final phrase closes the door on all excuses. No one will be questioned about the actions of their forefathers, whether righteous or misguided. This establishes a fundamental theological principle, individual moral responsibility. It liberates and burdens at the same time, liberates from the weight of others' sins, burdens with the weight of one's own choices, a subtle, transformative realization. These two verses together create a powerful spiritual movement. First, they connect you to a sacred lineage of prophets. Then they gently detach you from relying on that lineage. It is as if the Quran is saying, honor the past, but stand before Allah on your own feet. You can almost feel it, a quiet shift inside, a call to awaken from inherited identity into conscious submission. Closing reflection. Pause for a moment. If your lineage, your culture, your inherited beliefs were stripped away, what would remain between you and Allah? Would your faith still stand, or would it tremble? These verses are not just telling a story, they are asking you a question right now. So ask yourself honestly, what am I truly worshiping, and what am I earning for the day I stand alone before Him? If this reflection stirred something within you, carry it forward. Revisit these verses. Let them echo in your heart. And if you seek deeper awakenings like this, continue exploring. Because the Quran does not just inform, it transforms.